We begin tonight with the rising crime in Southeast Portland. One business there has been broken into 3 times this summer. Thank you for joining us. I'm Blair Best. The owners of a popular board game store say around $15,000 in inventory was stolen from them early this morning. Thomas Schultz joins us now. And Thomas, these repeat crimes are getting costly for the business owners.
Yeah, Blair, that's right. Red Castle Games owner Matthew Macetic says 3 recent burglaries have cost his business around $50,000. And he's not alone. Other nearby stores are also being hit, and residents are feeling unsafe too. Instead of decks of cards and board game pieces lining Red Castle Games, it's shattered glass strewn across the floor. Staff who spend free time playing their favorites are instead tasked with finding out what was taken.
I'm not even really sure. I can't remember what game was there, but they definitely decided they liked that one.
Security footage shows 2 burglars enter the store just before 2 Sunday morning. After scooping up games, they used a crowbar to pry open a locked door to get to valuable trading cards.
I would ballpark it at least 15 to 20,000 of just that stuff.
Entire shelves were cleared out.
I did call the cops.
Although neighbors called 911, it was 4 hours before police arrived. Footage shows the thieves were in the store the whole time. Macetic says he's already spent $15,000 replacing windows from past burglaries. He's worried he could lose his insurance. If that happens, he doesn't know if Red Castle Games, a store beloved by neighbors, can stay afloat. Down the street at Portland Mercado,
yes,
the story is the same. The front door of Thelma Aquino's market has been kicked in 3 times.
Every time we have to spend like almost $1,400 each time.
That money comes out of her pocket too. Businesses aren't alone.
It's repeating. It's all the time. It's nonstop.
Todd Littlefield, vice chair of the Lintz Livability Neighborhood Association, says crime has skyrocketed, something Red Castle staff know all too well.
We already had to replace the window right that they broke the last time.
Rashad Florence, who moved to Portland 2 years ago, found friends and community at the store.
It's like a family-esque kind of board shop situation because we have a nice cafe, got good ambiance.
Despite the good ambiance, there's only so much Macetic can take.
Probably this one we would survive, but I don't know if we would another one.
Macetic was forced to close Red Castle Games all day today, which is one of the busiest days of the week on Sundays. But he's hopeful more customers will come to the store in the next few weeks to help them regain their footing. Blair?
Thomas, thank you. An update now on the deadly shooting at Legacy Good Samaritan Hospital in Northwest Portland. 2 weeks ago, a gunman opened fire inside the hospital, killing a security guard, Bobby Smallwood. The suspect, Pontiac's Cals, was later shot and killed by police in Gresham. Portland police have now identified the officers who killed him. Justin Thurman, a 16-year veteran from East Precinct, Timothy Horiff, a 12-year veteran from Specialized Resources, and Seth Wingfield, a 7-year veteran from North Precinct. They are still on administrative leave as the Multnomah County District Attorney's Office investigates. Then this case will go to the Police Review Board. Well, tragic news in Scappoose where 2 people died in a house fire, and crews are still searching for a 3rd person. Firefighters responded to the home off Highway 30 just south of the city around 3:30 this morning. Firefighters were told there were 2 people in a back bedroom. They broke a window to get inside. However, the 2 people and a pet that were taken out did not survive. Fire officials are searching for the 3rd person who was believed to be inside the home. Oregon City police continue to search for 49-year-old Cara Taylor, but are now calling her disappearance suspicious. Taylor was last seen at her home on Jefferson Street on Tuesday, July 25th. She was reported missing 2 days later. The FBI also joined the search. Taylor is about 5'3" and 130 pounds with blonde hair and green eyes. She was last seen wearing a green and gray flannel and green pants. If you think you've seen her, call Oregon City Police. Well, 2 people are in the hospital tonight after they were hit by a motorcycle in Clark County. It happened around 11 p.m. Saturday at Northeast 117th Avenue and 76th Street. The sheriff's office says they were in the road when they were hit, but as of now, we don't know if the motorcycle's driver stayed at the scene or if they were also hurt. Speed is believed to have been a factor here. Well, the number of people dying on Portland streets continues to climb. So far this year, Portland police say there have been 43 traffic deaths in the city. 13 of them were in July. Tomorrow, transportation and public health leaders are coming together to address this deadly trend. Tim Gordon reports.
July 2023, the deadliest month of the year on Portland streets, from car crashes to pedestrians hit, with more than a dozen lives lost. At a news conference on Monday, we're told there will be a call to action for the public and public agencies to take, as well as a new report from Multnomah County on traffic deaths as a public health issue. The reason is clear, starting just a few hours into the new year. 2023's first traffic death. Someone police say was driving a stolen car, crashing and dying on Southeast 125th near Division.
People love to just come flying into the neighborhood or flying out of the neighborhood.
Since then, the loss of life has continued, leading up to the heart of summer with 13 dead in July, including a single crash that claimed the lives of 3 people. Officers believe this was the result of street racing.
Feels like the streets of Portland have been really dangerous.
43 traffic deaths in Portland in 2023, 28 killed in vehicles or on motorcycles, and 15 pedestrians killed too, and 5 months still to go. It's happening in a year PPB reinstated a smaller version of its traffic division, which was disbanded in February of 2021. It includes a dozen officers, mostly on motorcycles, mostly working high crash areas, looking for dangerous driving behaviors like speeding and driving while intoxicated, among other things. Trying to cut into some of the 10,000 to 12,000 crashes reported in the city each year that too often lead to serious injuries and death. Like the crash in mid-July of a motorcyclist into an SUV at what police described as a street racing takeover event happening on North Marine Drive. A 21-year-old man from Canby on the motorcycle died. A public health problem that is avoidable, yet is only getting worse.
But when you're faced with just the grim reality of these terrible crashes, you always wonder, what if?
What if? Tim Gordon, KGW News.
Turning now to wildfires. Tualatin Valley firefighters are mopping up a field fire that sparked this afternoon in Washington County. It burned about an acre in a wheat field near Tile Flat Road in Southwest 231st Place. No structures were reported threatened, and the cause is under investigation. In Linn County, progress is being made on a fire that threatened homes north of Eugene and forced some level 3 evacuations on Friday. That fire has been held at 250 acres and is now 35% contained. The state fire marshal says more than 200 people working the fire are now in heavy mop-up mode. And east of Eugene in Lane County, firefighters have their hands full with the Bedrock Fire. This one has been burning now for 2 weeks. It's reached nearly 13,000 acres in the Willamette National Forest. The area did get about a quarter inch of rain yesterday, but get this, lightning sparked a new fire nearby, though that one was put out quickly. Nearly 800 people are fighting the Bedrock Fire, yet it's just 5% contained. And in southern Oregon is the Flat Fire. It's the largest wildfire burning in the state between Gold Beach and Grants Pass in Curry County. It's now 30% contained. It's burned more than 33,000 acres in 3 weeks, and more than 800 people are fighting it. But it's not expected to be fully contained until the 1st of September. Well, thankfully, Joe, crews have had a little help this weekend with the weather and a little bit of rain.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised to see how much rain fell in parts of Lane County. Quarter of an inch of rain. Great news for crews out there. And again, they're going to be getting a little break here in terms of the warm temperatures the next couple of days. Basically average temperatures, but we did see some light rain showers earlier this morning. A slight chance to see that again tomorrow morning and into the middle part of the week. I think there could be a chance for a little bit more of some measurable amount of rain, but a little muggy and humid out there. We're looking at a temperature of 81 degrees with kind of some overcast skies, and that's going to be kind of the feeling, that kind of soupy feeling, if you will, over the next couple of afternoons. Currently, temperatures are running in the low 80s throughout much of the city. 83 in Forest Grove, Sherwood 85, and over in Scappoose, a temperature of 80 degrees. Along the east side of the state, we're looking at readings right around the low 70s. Pendleton, 82 degrees. But this is an area where you're looking at some cooler conditions, but you're also seeing some active weather arriving with, again, some more showers and some thunderstorms thunderstorms. As we look at this map, we're not seeing much in terms of lightning strikes, which is good. But again, some heavy showers moving in near Baker City and Enterprise along the Oregon-Idaho border. And again, there could be a little bit of a slight chance for some thunderstorms to develop here the next couple of hours. But this is that next system that's going to kind of brush on by, bringing in some light cloud cover tomorrow morning. With the cloud cover will be a little bit of some light sprinkles. But again, today was the wettest day of summer, 1/100th of an inch of rain at PDX. The last time we saw anything like that was back in June 19th, actually. This week, we're going to be starting off mainly dry and comfortable. Again, a slight chance for some light sprinkles, Blair, heading into tomorrow morning, but by the afternoon, a little more of the sunshine. What I am tracking is some heat that arrives later on this week and into next week, and I'll talk more about that in a few minutes.
All right, Joe, looking forward to it. Well, check this out. There's been yet another cougar sighting on the Oregon coast. And this time it wasn't just one cougar, but 3. This video is from someone's doorbell camera. It was taken early yesterday morning in Neskowin in Tillamook County, just off the beach near Proposal Rock. You can see there the big cats are checking out the driveway and making themselves right at home before they set off into the neighborhood. The homeowner says their dogs were outside in the fenced backyard, and they're just fine. Well, the Clark County Fair is back for its 153rd year. It's running now through August 13th at the Clark County Fairgrounds. It's one of the biggest county fairs in the Pacific Northwest. Close to 300,000 people attend every year. So what's the big draw, you might ask? Well, it's more than just corn dogs and rides. The fair has always been a community gathering of farmers, ranchers, and craftspeople, like the owners of Savannah Sweets. It's a family-owned business selling fudge, caramel apples, and toffee for more than 70 years.
We've done a lot of fairs all over the country. This is our favorite fair. We don't have a brick and mortar, so we go to different events and sell our trade there. And if we didn't have it, we wouldn't even be in business.
So here's what you need to know. The fair runs through next Sunday, the 13th, at the fairgrounds and on I-5 between Vancouver and Ridgefield. Adults are $12 and $9 for the kids. You can find out more info at clarkcountyfair.com.